My mama told me when I was young, we're all both superstars.
Hi, my name is Holly. I'm a forensic science major. It's been a long struggle my whole life, but I've always wanted to help people. 6 years ago, I was introduced to a Harry Potter roleplay on a virtual gaming site called Habbo Hotel. The first day I joined the RPG, I met someone who would later become the love of my life. This is Mikey. Michael and I met in person for the first time in 2010, along with our mutual friend Ellen, at Tower City in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. January 2011, Mikey and I started a long-distance relationship. Mikey officially proposed in November of 2011, and we have been living together ever since. We moved out of my childhood home and back to his house in Toledo not too long ago, and we came up with the idea to create a web series. Random. The definition of it pretty much sums up our life. Nothing. The plural version of being outcast. We have been bullied and ridiculed our whole lives for things we don't have any control over. For us, that is where our hobbies and interests come in. They help us see life positively and make us live life to the fullest each day. We talk about almost anything and everything, from games to music and television to books, viral videos, you name it, you got it. This is Random Nothings.
It's that time again.
Time to see if we got 6 more months of winter.
Hell no! It's time for Random Nothings.
And first off the bat,
Rapid fire!
Somebody call 911. Shawty fire, baby.
Let's rock paper scissors see who goes first. Ready?
1, 2, 3,
shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay. It's you.
Okay. Disney World or Universal?
Universal.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or X-Men?
Oh. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I agree. Denny's or IHOP?
IHOP.
I say Denny's. Canasta or Euchre?
Canasta.
Euchre for here for me. Leaving your coffee on top of your car or locking your keys inside the car?
Oh.
I would leave the coffee on top of the
Yeah,
car.
that's what I do too. I've never locked myself out of my car
Oh,
though.
neither have I.
Okay. Chinese or Italian food?
It really depends on the day, but overall I'd have to say Chinese.
Mustang or Corvette?
Mustang.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Free coffee forever or free tacos forever?
Free tacos.
Dress pants or jeans?
Well, dress pants are khakis, right?
Yeah.
Or regular
Or black
khaki.
pants.
Would you consider cargos jeans, or where do you want to put that? Like
Jeans as in denim, honey.
Uh,
Denim, not denim. Or jeans.
I don't know. Sometimes jeans are okay, but I really like dress pants, like cargo pants and stuff like that.
Okay. We now move on to TV time.
TV time. So, Holly's a bit depressed at the moment.
Angry is more like it.
A shocker in the Dancing with the Stars ballroom this week, our good friend Mark Ballas and his celebrity partner Christina Milian has been eliminated.
Over Leah Remini. Seriously?
Fans were outraged at the results of Monday's show. Despite scoring the first 10 of the season and tied for the top of the leaderboard with Corbin Bleu from High School Musical, Christina and Mark were eliminated.
This is just like season 5 and the All-Stars season all over again with Sabrina Bryan. I demand a recount of viewer votes. There is no way Christina had almost no viewer votes. This is an outrage. Oh, and one more thing. At the end of last week's show, they had a technical difficulty, quote unquote, with everybody's numbers. They put the wrong voting numbers up for everybody at the end of the show. This week, there was no elimination. Tonight, there was no elimination on Monday. They just because of this technicality. Now, why couldn't they have done that the same on week 6? There's always something wrong with week 6. It's both times Sabrina went out. The first time it was just like Christina and Mark last week in week 5. And the second time it was just like with the issue with the voting. But that was because of Superstorm Sandy, and half of America couldn't even vote. They had no power. Why didn't they do that then? I mean, come on.
Okay. People are saying that Julianne Hough is to blame for her comments for the previous week. Did that sway the viewer vote?
I don't know. I seriously freaking don't know. This sucks. Ugh.
Mark, I'm talking to you man to man here. You can do better than this show. I mean, we really care a lot for you. You've been screwed over so many times by this show.
How many times have you been screwed over? How many? A lot.
A lot.
He hasn't won since season 8. And the time when he came close, he should have. Let's see. Katherine Jenkins. Chelsea Kane. And he was riding with Christine Cavallari. We don't really count Shannon Doherty because he injured his knee. And I think that was really a fake bottom two just so Corky didn't have to fill in for him. But he should have won season 5 with Sabrina. He should have won, at least been paired with her for All-Stars. Maybe that would have changed things. Ugh, I'm still sour about the whole thing 6 years later.
Focus on your music and come play a gig out here in Toledo, Mark. And maybe do our show with us. You're always welcome here, dude.
Ditto on that, but he knows. Love you, Marky. Love you, Marcus.
And how about Glee?
Oh, God, don't even get me started. Last week was the tribute episode to Cory Monteith. I bawled. I seriously freaking bawled. I'm not even sure if I want to talk about this. This week was just hard to watch my shows.
We'd like to give a round of applause to Romney Rosemont, who plays Carol Hudson, and Vince Mum, and the beautiful, amazing Leah Michelle for their brilliant performances in the farewell episode.
Still bawling. The clips explain themselves. Roll it.
I always thought that when parents go on when they lose a child. When I would see that stuff on the news, I'd shrug it off because it was just too horrible to think, but I would always think, how do they wake up every day? I mean, how do they breathe, honey? But you do wake up. And for just a second, you forget. And then, you remember. And it's like getting that call again and again, every time. You don't get to stop waking up. You have to keep on being a parent even though you don't get to have a child anymore. I have no idea. I talk to him a lot. I can still see his face and I can hear his voice so clearly. Do you think that I'll ever forget it? Because I'm afraid that one day I will.
What do you talk to him about?
Anything. I mean, when we were dating, it was, pretty much me talking all the time and him just pretending to listen, so it's not really that different. I had it all planned out. I was gonna make it big on Broadway and maybe do a Woody Allen movie. And then when we were ready, I would just come back and he'd be teaching here and I'd walk through those doors and I would just say, I'm home. And then we would live happily ever after.
It's a good plan. Did you tell him?
I didn't have to. He knew.
And now what?
I don't know, something different.
Maybe something better.
I don't think that that's possible. He was my person.
Also, I have a new television addiction. From the creators of Glee, the ever-talented Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk, comes a new edition of American Horror Story. Coven is about a group of teenage witches who discovered they descend from the witches of the Salem Witch Trials. Here's the plot. It's been around 300 years since the Salem Witch Trials. Those who remained are almost extinct and in danger again. A school has opened in New Orleans to teach protection to the young. The long-absent Supreme, Fiona, played by Jessica Lange, amazing, arrives to also protect the Coven and their secrets. Fiona's daughter Cordelia, who's played by Sarah Paulson, teaches at the school. The themes include witches, witch hunts, incest, minorities, slavery, mothers and daughters, and witchcraft versus voodoo. This season is set in both modern-day 2013 and the 1830s. It's really creepy and horrifying. However, the show is rated MA for mature audience, so if you're under 17, get your premiere submission, please, before you watch it.
And now for our new segment called Debate.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Each week, we're going to debate over stuff like music, movies, books.
You name it, you got it.
This week's topic is something dear to both of us, Harry
Harry
Potter.
Conspiracies, and did we mention conspiracies?
Okay, so we're just going to wing this. This is off script here.
Yeah.
So, the first thing I would like to bring up, and I've debated, trying to make a point about this for the last, 11, 12 years. God knows how long. But I want to know, how did Ginny show any interest in Harry after book 6 when Harry clearly didn't have any real interest for her?
I think he did. He just dumped her for her, for her. He was pissed, not pissed off, were those wrong word. He was angry about Dumbledore dying and afraid that if Voldemort knew that they were together, that...
Well, what about Cho? I mean, he was clearly going out with Cho, and then...
In the 5th year, though, and that was...
But Voldemort was still around.
Yeah, but...
That's what doesn't make sense.
That was before Sirius died, too, though.
I know, but there's also this other thing called a love potion. It's very clear in the beginning of book 6 that Ginny is eyeing the love potions in Fred and George's shop in Diagon
Yeah,
Alley.
but they weren't going to sell any to their sister.
Who's to say she didn't steal it when they weren't looking?
But I think they have some, like they said, if you steal that, you're going to pay more than in galleons. So I'm pretty sure, like how Hermione did the sneak thing on the forehead, I'm pretty sure they had something like that set up.
Well, this is what I'm assuming. If she didn't steal the little potion from the shop, she made one of her own. And Molly Weasley admitted that she might have had something to do with giving Arthur a love potion at one point in the past, but it was never confirmed.
Yeah.
Now, I can totally see... Well, I totally can't see Harry marrying Ginny. They're third cousins. That's just gross. My third cousins are practically like my first cousins. We hang out all the time. And, I mean, I'm sorry. Who in their right mind would marry a sibling? If anything, Ginny also looks exactly like Harry's mom. Wouldn't that just creep him out just a little bit?
Yeah, but you get the point that in most states and most countries you can marry your third cousin. There is not enough bloodline there. But, and also in this, boys marry their moms, girls marry their dads.
Okay, well, then let me make this argument. Hermione is more like Lily than anybody thinks. Let's see. Bookworm tries to be friends with someone and ends up not being friends with them. Let's see.
God, how many times have we had this argument?
More than you can count.
Yes, I know.
I'm sorry, but the evidence clearly from book 1 to book 5 showed that it should have been Harry and Hermione that got together. Hermione was completely out of character for book 6. It was not Hermione at all. Hermione would never doubt Harry. She would, if she saw that book and, she accusing him of cheating with the book and all this, why would Hermione give such grief over this one little stupid book? If anything, Hermione would have just shrugged it off and be like, okay, just let him do what he's doing.
I don't think so.
And then there's the matter of Deathly Hallows. Deathly Hallows hinted more that Harry and Hermione were supposed to be together. Apparently that's not how J.K. wrote it, but from all the evidence that I have, let's see. Bonded for life. Hermione just turns to, of all people, Harry, while he's disguised as a Weasley cousin, and smiles at him, like saying, "This is what I want, Harry. This is your hint." I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of things that
yeah, but they're
the Harry Hermione shippers.
Itty bitty little things. And
Yeah.
I think you're trying to add 1 + 1 when it's not adding up.
Yeah,
It's like you're trying to add 1 + 1 is 3, and that's not right.
Well, we don't know what happened down in the chamber either with Hermione and Ron in the actual book. Of course, they added that scene in the movie. Don't count the movie, people. I mean,
Yeah,
that
the movies
doesn't
are
count.
bull.
Well, I wish the dance part had been in the book. That should have been in the book. But we don't know what happened down in that chamber with Hermione and Ron. For all we know, when she went and destroyed the cup, she probably could have had the same reaction that Ron had when he went to destroy the locket and had that vision in front of him. We don't know what that was.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to know how in the hell Hermione and Ron ended up together. They fight like cats and dogs. They are totally wrong for each other. Same with Harry and Ginny. I'm sorry. It's just, ew. Yeah. Anyways, more to the debate. What about the number 12? We were supposed to see a lot of references to the number 12. They started in book 1 and moved through up to about book 6. It stopped after that. Now, J.K. said there isn't any specific connection, but don't you just find it odd that Dumbledore happens to have 12 different planets on his watch, and, you know, there's like 12 like subjects and all this other stuff. I don't know.
I think it's a lot of it's maybe coincidence, but I don't know. I don't know what it would mean. Do you know?
There was also supposed to be what was the subject that everyone was? It starts with an A.
Arithmancy, Ancient Runes.
No, it's another one. It's kind of like
Alchemy.
Alchemy. Thank you. There was supposed to be alchemy in book 6 and book 7, and we didn't get it. Like, she made a lot of references to it in the first 5 books, and there was none whatsoever after that. So, I don't know. There's so many conspiracies in Harry Potter that everyone is arguing over about. I'm going to put a link at the bottom in our YouTube channel to a page that's full of Harry Potter conspiracies. If you want to contribute to this debate, read through it. If you agree or disagree with me on some of this stuff, post a comment in the comments below or send me a message on Facebook or Twitter.
Me thinks she full of shit.
Well, I know for a fact there are more Harry and Hermione shippers out there than there are Heron shippers. So, Harmony shippers, let's rally. Because we have the physical proof that it was supposed to be Harry and Hermione. Anyways, moving on. It's time for our viral video of the week.
Viral video. Viral video.
Okay, so this week's viral video is not really a viral video. It's more like a viral YouTube channel. There's these 5 guys from Denmark. They call themselves the Bottle Boys, and they play songs on nothing but plastic bottles and glass bottles. It's pretty cool. I guess they were on the British version of America's Got Talent, and Simon Cowell didn't like them. But you know what? They made it through anyways. I have no idea what round they made it to, though. I've only seen one clip of them on Britain's Got Talent. But putting all those bottles together in a specific order to make the sounds and align takes a lot of time and effort. So, Simon Cowell, boo to you. Anyways, here's a sneak peek at a couple of their vids. Check out their channel in the link below for their other awesome stuff.
Woo! What's that?
it's time for our last segment of the week, the Myth Guy.
Myth Guy.
Hey Vegeta, it's the Myth Guy.
Well, there's a couple, I've been watching Tenkai Nights, it's going pretty good. I've been going back and watching, on a couple different sites, watching old episodes of Dragon Ball. Having fun like that. Honestly, if I got enough people to do it in a good enough editor, I'd love to do my own, original Dragon Ball abridged. But I don't think that'll ever happen. Whatever. But one thing that really gets me is that, how do I explain this? They give driver's licenses to everybody pretty much. There's got to be some kind of way to enhance the driver's license test so not everybody gets a license. I mean, there's just too many drivers out on the road that's got their heads up their bum.
Oh my god, we have seen some crazy drivers here in Toledo. And I thought Cleveland drivers were nuts.
Most of them are from Michigan, so Michigan...
Shittigan, as we like to call it.
Yeah, Shittigan. Oops, I stepped in Shittigan again. I say that every time I go up there. And for our Michigan fans, I'm sorry, I'm just
I'm a Buckeyes alumni fan, so I'm not big on Michigan. Sorry, guys. Go Bucks.
Yeah, woot.
Undefeated.
And that's all for the Myth Guy segment. I'm going to get a little farther in Tales of Vesperia, and I'm probably going to do a video with the next few days of it.
We should also mention with Tenkai Nights that there's only one more person to get into
Titan mode.
Titan mode.
Yeah, it's Valorn.
Okay, and that's the green one, right?
Yes, Tenkai Strength.
Okay. I just know colors. I'm not good with names, but I'm catching on it. But I still think it's a Power Rangers ripoff.
Your face is a Power Rangers ripoff.
I am a Power Ranger, so shush.
Okay, that's our show for this week, you guys.
There won't be a show next week. We're going to Chicago this weekend to visit my dad's side of the family. I get to explore my roots finally. I'm really excited. Hopefully I get to go to Great America and ride some coasters for the weekend. I promise I have a nice little review for you. I'm going to be posting pictures and Vine videos on my personal Twitter. Forensic Chick 12. Follow me if you aren't already. Make sure to check out the other links below, our Google+, our Facebook, and our Twitter. Leave your comments and questions below. We're going to hopefully have our first official mailbag segment next week.
Yes, please
send stuff
questions.
in, because we're getting tired of doing the same stuff over again.
I know,
we want to
right?
spice it up a little bit. That's why we
please send us some interesting questions. Please keep it PG-13.
Yeah, but ask us anything, as long as it's not politics or religion. So,
yeah, politics or religion.
So ask us about music, ask us about movies, television, books, board games, video games. You name it, you got it, you know?
Yeah. And enjoy your time off from doing absolutely nothing.
Peace out.
Peace.
I'm falling my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. Don't